The NNSCRA offline and online racing as best presents Speed World. Stop number 30 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series, the next to the last stop on the tour, brings us to Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. As we're here today for the running of the Subway 500, as we are set for 47 laps of racing on this 1 mile racetrack here in the middle of the desert, the duel in the desert as they call it. And here's your starting lineup. On the pole, it is Joshua Osborne, car number 8, the Snickers Ford. He's flanked by number 5. That is Austin Reed, the Tide Chevrolet. Austin currently number 4 in the points. He's 88 behind the leader. Osborne, by the way, he is currently, I believe, 62 behind the leader coming into this event here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this comes out here at this end of this race here. I actually scratch that. He's 24 behind leader actually in the points. Row 2, it's Trent Dunham at number 1 and Ben Cohen in 68, the Country Time Ford. Third row has car 21, Quentin Moore, one of our 3-in-car cameras in today's event. He's alongside number 6, that is Paul Minnick, the Daytona 500 champion. Fourth row is number 75, Laura Chung, and number 43, Mike Becker. Next row down after that would be car number 11, the 4-time winner this season, Jessica Shelton. And number 42, Kyle Matthews, 2-time winner so far. He won Darlington and Rockingham. Row number 5 has car 2, Dylan Young, and number 25, Colin Cropley, sits alongside. Next row down has number 71, Charles Sanford, his last race in this car. As a matter of fact, he'll be moving to the 24 car at the finale in Atlanta. In fact, I'm trying to think who to pick for that 71 car for the finale at Atlanta, as a matter of fact, here. We'll see. But starting alongside Charles, his car is number 26. That is Tori Gossett, the Quaker State Ford. Next round is number 12. That is Christian Bracken. And number 17, that is Reggie Fogelman. Next round is number 3, Cole Deaver. He's 138 back in the leader in 5th position in the points coming into this event. Deaver's won 3 times this season so far. Mitchell Hodak sits alongside in car number 22, the Maxwell House Ford. Next round is number 52, Seth Cole. He's also in contention for the championship. He is currently the points leader, coming in by 24 points coming into this event. He's alongside number 4, that's Eric Monaco. Next round is number 28, Keith Batson, and number 33, Nathan Ormond. Then it's number 94, Dylan Potey, and beside him is number 18, that is Noah Sewell. Next round is number 66, Raphael Leduc in the Tripartite Phillips 66 Ford. And beside him is number 48, that is Wes McCoy in the Rumpel Racing Pontiac. Next round is number 49, Tito McCoy, and number 10, that is Andrew Miller. Then it's number 90, Caleb Fogler, and number 9, Cody McGurk. Next round, number 16, that is the car of Ali Liara, and number 15, one number down, Aubrey Scott. Next round, number 30, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 7, Lyle Austin. And then is the man who shocked them all in the Mel Yellow 500 at Charlotte, Ryan Brommer, number 98, and beside him, number 55, that is Alexander Rowe starting shotgun, John Andrews, and number 83, the Purex Ford. So there's your starting lineup for the Subway 500 at Phoenix, Arizona, at Phoenix International Raceway. The next to the last race on season 36 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 36 here is in the next to last for the 1992 car set. Would be going to the 1993 Winston Cup car set for season 30. For season 37, season 38 we'll see us running the 1994 car set, and then season 39 we'll be switching over to the Cup 98 mod as we go to the 1995 car set. So keep your eyes peeled in future seasons for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. In-car cameras today, as we mentioned, car 21, Quentin Moore, has one of our in-car cameras. Our other 2 cameras will be running in the cars of Dylan Young in number 2 and the number 28 of Keith Batson. Those will be our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. It's here comes the command to fire them up here at Phoenix.
Gentlemen, Start your engines!
Command given for our engines as we're separating here today in the Duel of the Desert as the pace car leaves the field around for the pace up and back for a start of the race right after this. Pace car comes off on the pit road here on what used to be the front stretch here at Phoenix International Raceway. And this is now what it's called. This is now the back stretch here. This used to be the front stretch here at Phoenix. They'll go through what used to be turns 1 and 2. It's now turns 3 and 4 here. So we've used this version for quite a few seasons now. So it's still, I'm still kind of still trying to get used to calling races on this track here. Anyway, they come up to number 4. The green flag flies, and we're underway. The next to the last race of the season, 36 is underway. The Subway 500. Dylan Young trying to pick up a few positions as they go into turn number 1. They're 4 wide. Oh, Charles Sammer's got. Oh my gosh! I thought Charles Sammer was going to end up making it 5 wide through the middle of 1 and 2. That would not have been a smart move on a track like this. I know this track's wide, but not that wide. Wow, what a first up among this batch of cars right there. Sanford. Batson, Batson's way down on the apron of the track here. Christian Bracken, and Tori Gossett, Kyle Matthews, and Mitchell Hodak all crashing into each other, come off turn number 4. Going in turn number 1, I should say. Trent Dunham is going to have the lead as they come across the start-finish line. And actually, it was not Mitchell Hodak. That was Christian Bracken on Nathan Ormond again in 33. He was involved there. Noah Sewell. No, that's not Noah Sewell there. Tori Gossett, some damage to the back of its Quicker State Ford. Noah Sewell, he was also, I don't know if he's actually involved. He may be clean, actually. Damage to the back of Kyle Matthews' car. Matthews coming off that big victory he had at Rockingham. Moved him up to 13th. And the points he was 14th actually coming into Rockingham. I said 15th at that event, but he actually was 14th coming into the points in that race. And here's what happened going into turn number 1. It was the number 12 car of Christian Bracken. Actually, no, Tori Gossett got in the Christian Bracken's car and spun around there. And Nathan Ormond just comes up and just turns her around. Cody McGurk and Noah Sewell also got into a little bit of a skirmish there in the middle of 1 and 2. And Colin Cropley also got stuffed in the wall, I think, by Gossett. I'm not sure actually on that one, but I think she might have stuffed Cropley in the wall. Mitchell Hodak, he came down pit road at 45 miles an hour pit road speed limit around the track. So Hodak comes off of pit road, and he is now tail end of the pack here. Actually, he was not tail end of the pack anymore. Christian Bracken and Nathan Ormond just now coming off of pit road and heading into turn 1. Some damage to the back of the Bracken car. That car, I think, is a Chevrolet. At this event, no, it's a Ford. It's a Ford. My mistake on that. From the top view, it looked like a Chevy, but what do I know? Nathan Ormond, I think his car doesn't look all that bad, actually. He may still make a run for it here at this event. But it's Trent Dunham in car number 1. Winner this season at Riverside. He is the leader here at Phoenix. Second position is Ben Cohen. Third is Austin Reed. Fourth is Joshua Osborne. And Paul Minnick is in pit. Back in a moment. Pace car on the pit road right now as the spectator, and you'll be watching from the spectator cam right there. You see the cars coming down the backstretch. 3 cars, a lap or more down there. Mitchell Hodak, Christian Bracken in the 12 car, and the 33 of Nathan Ormond. Hodak in the 22. So as they come to the start finish line, it's going to be Trent Dunham, Ben Cohen, Austin Reed, Joshua Osborne, and Paul Minnick, the top 5. 6 through 10, Quentin Moore, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, Jessica Shelton, and Laura Chung. The green flag back out. Lap number 8, lap number 7 here at Phoenix. We're going to take a look and see how the lap traffic is going to hinder this pack of cars here as they come down through turns number 1 and 2. There are Christian Bracken and Nathan Ormond right in the middle of this pack right there as Laura Chung dips way down on the inside of that 12 car. Keith Batson being helped by the 94 of Dylan Poteet, that car this season, and Poteet driving an Oldsmobile at this event, by the way, too. That Chevrolet, or that Ford, I should say, he'd been driven the last few races in the last season. The last few races of the second half of the season have been working well, but Dylan decided to go with the Oldsmobile for this event here and see how that does for him. Poteet quietly having a good season. It's been quietly running strong this season. He comes in this race, I think, 6th in the points. So he's been strong the last half of this season for sure. He's been quietly running strong all season long. Poteet that time running in 11th position. Cole Deaver trying to take a position away from him in that GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, trying to keep what little hope he has for the championship alive here. He's going to have to have Rafael LeDuc, Seth Cole, Joshua Osborne, and Austin Reed all to have problems for Deaver to have a real shot going into Atlanta. So that's going to be the thing here at this event. So, but Austin Reed though trying to do whatever he can. He's leading right now with Osborne 2nd position here. So Austin, if he can lead the most laps and possibly win here today, that would be huge for that number 5 team here. Austin having, without question, the best season he's ever had in this series for sure. He picked up a victory at Watkins Glen, so he's not skunked win column wise, but he'd sure like to get an oval track win here before the season's over. Just this race in Atlanta, last 2 on the season. So, and Osborne closing up now, trying to pick up his 3rd victory of the season. He's won 2 times. He won the Southern 500 at Darlington. He also won the 2nd Pocono event this season. While Trent Dunham's only win also came on the road course. That came at Riverside, as we mentioned earlier. And Charles Sanford up to 4th position now in car 71 as he comes into turns number 1 and 2. Quentin Moore running in 5th position, car number 21 to Citgo Ford. And you're riding on board car number 21. Mitchell Hodak, of course, he's running right there with all his punch right there, even though he's a lap down in that Maxwell House Ford. And now Sanford being helped by Quentin Morris. They go through turns number 3 and 4 now. Dylan Young pulling it behind in number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Young right now running in 6th position. And Hodak gives room to the 71, 21, the 2 machines are there. Well, she's racing the 2 side by side into the third and 4th turns now. Hodak running pretty good right now. If he can just catch a caution flag, and if he can try to get a run to pull ahead of those guys and catch a caution, get himself back in the drag himself back in the lead lap and make a run out here. And now 2 of the ladies going at it with each other. The 75 with Laura Chung and the 11 of the Queen herself, Jessica Shelton. Shelton, a 4-time winner. A great season for Shelton so far. Currently sitting 9th in the points right now, which is not typical for Jessica. She's usually top 5, if not contending for a championship. But she can be pretty satisfied with the season, I would imagine too. She won the season at the first Martinsville race. She also won the night race at Bristol. She also won at the 2nd Talladega race, and she also won the 2nd race at North Wilkesboro. So 3 of her wins have come on short tracks. But she did get went off of her bucket list, and she wanted a Talladega, and she wanted to be at the Die Hard 500. And guess where she got it at? The Die Hard 500. I would have laughed if it would have been the Winston 500 if she'd have won for her first Talladega win. But nonetheless, though, Jessica, 4 wins this season, as we mentioned. There she'll be back with that 11 ride next season. 66 car, Rafael LeDuc. Well, he's running pretty good right now. 8th position right now is where he's at in the Trop Arctic Ford. That car is going to be 66. I don't know if 66 car is going to be in existence for next season as well too. I don't think. That team's going to downsize to number 98 only. It's going to be a Ford next season. It's going to have Bojangles as a sponsor. One of the chicken places. Oh, they're going to be 4 wide again with off the 4 turn. Oh, Eric Monaco got a little bit loose in that 4 car. And now Poteet and Ben Cohen side by side. That's the 94 Poteet, the Cohen in the 68 car. Chung in the 75, Monaco in the 4, Deaver in the 3, Batson in 28, and Minnick in the 6. And throw in Mike Becker in the 43. A whole cluster of cars going at it here at Phoenix International Raceway as they come off the 4th corner now. 3 wide racing. Some great stuff happening here in mid-pack here. This is about, let's see, where is Monaco that time by? Monaco this time by is clocked in the 11th position. So this is 11th on back. Actually make that 9th on back if you want to count Dylan Pote and Ben Cohen up ahead. As the top 8 have pulled away a little bit there. LeDuc, the caboose of that bunch right there. And now Caleb Fogler dives inside there. He is in that number 90 car. There's Caleb, the blue, white, and red number 90. And that car is going to be sponsored by Heilig Myers next season. So it'll be a completely different color scheme on that number 90 Don Levy entry. Lyle Austin diving underneath in the 7 machine right there as they come off the 4th turn now. Another 4, almost 4, one off turn number 4. I tell you, they're playing with fire here at Phoenix International Raceway. There, they are running so close together right here as they come down through turns number 3 and 4 now. Andrew Miller in a 10 car meeting the sandwich right there between Ryan Brommer and Seth Cole, and make that Seth Cole and 15 car of Aubrey Scott, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte. So they got 2 of the Charlotte winners side by side, the 15 and 98 cars. 3 wide off the 4th turn now. Seth Cole tries to pull ahead in the middle of the pack right there. And now you got Cody McGurk in the 9, Zachary Fitzwater in the 30 going out here to the number 30 Pennzoil machine. Fitzwater has not scored a win since last season at the finale at Atlanta. He hopes to snag a win before the season is over with. Boy, Fitzwater trying his darndest to do so. He was 26th the last time by. This time by, he is currently right now. He is still 26. So Fitzwater's got a little bit of ways to go here to make it through the pack here. And one of the big names right there behind, Kyle, well, actually 2 of the big names there, Kyle Matthews and Colin Cropley, both of them involved in early altercations there. Cropley's car doesn't appear to look all that worse for wear, though, in that 25 car. He still can make a go of it if he can just get by Matthews, who's now trying to get by the 17 car of Reggie Fogelman. Reggie Fogelman's been kind of hit and miss this season at Western Auto Chevrolet. Had some good runs with that car, though, but as we mentioned, though, some hit or miss season for that number 17 team. Noah Sewell and Tori Gossett kind of tailing along. Same with the Christian Bracken car, and there's your leader, Joshua Osborne, number 8, trying to go for his 3rd victory of the season and trying to stay in contention for his 3rd championship. Which, if he stays the way he is at right now, he's got a pretty good shot at staying in championship contention. Obviously, here he was one of those top 3 in the points that's bunched up close together. There were 28 points from 1st to 3rd, coming out of Rockingham. So this is going to be something they went to Atlanta that way too. That'd be something they went to Atlanta tighten up points. So that would be a fun Napa 500. That is for darn sure on that. And you'll see that action tonight, and you'll see that action on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel here after about 3 or 4 days after this race. Quentin Moore running in 3rd position, Charles Sanford in 4th, Rafael LeDuc has gotten by, Trent Dunham for 5th position, Dunham trying to get back by the 66 car of LeDuc there, Jessica Shelton running in 7th, Dylan Young trying to catch up there in that number 2 car. He's running in 8th position. Riding with Dylan Young in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Closing up the back of Shelton's cars, and you can see Christian Bracken being passed right there, the lap car to number 12 machine. Bracken right now sitting 35th, 2 laps down right now. That Rebecca's car is going to go to the 8 car next season. Boy, Dylan Young had to let off just a slight bit, come off that 4th corner. Quentin Moore currently having the fastest lap race so far, 145.062 miles an hour. They are cranking it up over 140 miles an hour around this racetrack here at Phoenix. Shows you the improvement that the improvements made to this racetrack here. It's made it to one of the fastest 1-mile tracks on the circuit. Well, actually it's the slowest of the 1-milers that we go to on the circuit there, but it is still fast nonetheless at 145 miles an hour. Only Dover and Rockingham show speeds of over 150 miles an hour. Both of them do it for that fact. And I think Dover, is the fastest at over 150, and almost, actually Dover's, we've seen Dover this season over 160 miles an hour. So that track, so Dover, well, all the 1-mile tracks are very, very fast. That's the point. That's the point here. Is what I'm trying to make. So just because they're 1 mile, though, does not mean they can't let it all hang out here on a track like this here. But they sure are here today as they lap by Tori Gossett in car 26. There, Gossett currently right now sitting 34th. She is, by the way, 1 lap down in the quicker state Ford after she got involved in that earlier wreck. But right now, Austin Reed trying to chase Joshua Osborne, see if he can try to get his 2nd victory of the season. Osborne trying to look for his 3rd. And Quentin Moore also looking for his 2nd of the season right there. And same with Charles Sanford. He's also looking for his 2nd. 18 different winners on the season so far in the Castrol GTX Cup Series in season 36. There we had 21 last season for an all-time record. We're going to be short of that this season, but nonetheless, still keeping up with the competition here. Keeping our word of great competition in this series here, and you got a lot of tough competitors this season. This has probably been about the best season we've had. One of the best seasons we've had, I should say, as far as competition is concerned. And Quentin Moore slipped up a little bit. Here comes Charles Sanford to the left side of the 71 car. And Quentin dives into turns 1 and 2, squeezes in between Sanford and Austin Reed. Charles thinking, I got him now. Yeah, dadgummit, he got me. But Charles does regroup, tries it again through 1 and 2 right now, and he's going to try to push Quentin. Quentin goes inside, got a little bit loose off that 4th turn. Now trying to get up underneath Austin Reed to see if he can have a shot at Osborne here. And he goes through turns 1 and 2. Whoa, he just put the bumper to that 5 car. And Quentin Moore going for 2nd position at 21 car, and he goes through into turn number 3. And Quentin dives inside, takes the position away as they come off the 4th turn. So move Quentin up to 2nd place now. And he got Austin Reed by a half a car length that time by. 10 laps to go. Now does he have anything for Joshua Osborne up ahead of him in that number 8 car? Austin Reed pushing Quentin up ahead right there. Austin, you can tell he's got blood in his eye right now. He wants that 21 car back. Or wants to get back at that 21 car, I should say. And Raphael LeDuc, meantime, a 66 car, trying to get underneath Trent Dunham for 5th. And he's got it. So move the man from Quebec, Canada, up to the number 5 spot, and now Quentin Moore's pulled up to the back bumper of that number 8 car for the top spot. On board Quentin Moore's car. 8 laps remaining in this race. He knows it. It's right there. The lead's right there ahead of him. But Austin Reed dives up underneath him right there, and now he's going to take Quentin side by side now and coming down the backstretch. It's a drag race through the third and fourth turns now between the 5 and 21 cars here. And that's all. This is letting Osborne just pull ahead. But Austin Reed, whoa, Austin! He and Moore just about touched in the middle of turns 3 and 4, and Samper almost touched the 5 car as well, too. Well, I tell you, if this had been for the lead, I tell you, this would have been tremendous right there, but this is not for the lead. This is actually for second place. Osborne just pulling ahead of his grip, but now Austin Reed is broken free from this bunch. And now tries for his path, and now tries to close in on that number 8 car once again. Off the fourth turn they come right there. Samper at the third position now. He's gotten by the 21 car now. 5 to go. See what the margin is this time by. It was 33 hundredths of a second the last time by between the 8 and the 5 machines. Osborne goes by. There goes Reed, and the lead is still 33 hundredths of a second. But lap traffic up ahead in the form of Nathan Ormond in number 33. He's 37th position right now, and Nathan is currently 2 laps down. Everybody's still running in this event, but 33 cars are on the lead lap. Nathan about to be put a second lap down here if they can get up to him. 3 laps remaining, and Austin closed that time by. It's now 21 hundredths of a second. Trying to pull up to the back of that number 8 car. Stand by for a good finish. Good finish here. It'll be 2 to go this time by. Osborne in the 8, Reed in the 5. They're Ford versus Chevrolet. It's been a manufacturer rivalry since those 2 manufacturers started making cars. 15 hundredths of a second that time by. Austin peaks down low to the low side of Osborne, trying for the top spot here. Trying any way he can to take the lead. In the turn 3 now. If Austin Reed's got anything, he's going to have to show it right now. The white flag waves. 1 to go. Osborne pulled ahead that time by. 21 hundredths of a second that time by for the front 2 cars. Austin Reed's going to try something. He goes to the high side to try to find something, but loses ground that time by off the second turn now. Osborne knows one little slip, and that 5 car's up on the back bumpers. They go to turns 3 and 4. Austin tries it one more push, come off turn number 4. It's not going to happen for Austin Reed. Joshua Osborne wins at Phoenix. Boy, what a finish to the Subway 500, and it's car number 8, Joshua Osborne, who had one of the nice guys, one of the nicest guys you'll meet, but he had to scrap like a badger to hold off the challenges of Austin Reed, Charles Samper, and a host of others here. Average speed 126.525 miles an hour. Only 1 caution flag slowed this race down. Boy, and I tell you what a battle we're going to have going into Atlanta, the finale of the Napa Auto Parts 500. Boy, you can't ask for anything better than that. So 30 races are in the books of the season right here, and give you the finishing order here. Joshua Osborne, your winner. Austin Reed, boy, you can't say he didn't try in these last couple of laps to take the win away from him, though. He ends up finishing second. Third goes to Charles Samper. Quentin Moore fourth. Trent down in fifth. Raphael LeDuc ends up 6th position. 7th goes to Dylan Young. 8th to Dylan Poteet. 9th, Ben Cohen. And Jessica Shelton ends up 10th. 11th goes to Cole Deaver. 12th goes to Eric Monaco. Caleb Fogler, 13th. Keith Batson, 14th. 15th goes to Wes McCoy. Solid day for that 48 team. 16th to Paul Minnick. Tito McCoy comes home 17th. Then Mike Becker, Ryan Brommer, and Laura Chung, the top 20 in today's event. Aubrey Scott, 21st position. Lyle Austin, 22nd. Ali Liara, 23rd. Lyle Austin, 22nd. There, Ali Liara, 23rd. 24th goes to Zachary Fitzwater. 25th to Andrew Miller. Then Seth Cole, Reggie Fogelman, Alexander Rowe, Kyle Matthews, way down in 29th. Colin Cropley, 30th. Then Cody McGurk, John Andrews, and Noah Sewell, the last car to finish on the lead lap in 33rd. Tori Gossett, Mitchell Hodak, Christian Bracken, and Nathan Ormond were the cars to finish not on the lead lap here. So all cars finished the race here, 33 and 33. All 37 cars finished this race, and 33 of them finished on the lead lap. But for Joshua Osborne, this was a huge win for him, though, and actually for him and Austin Reed, it's going to keep them both in the championship contention. Coming into Atlanta Motor Speedway, the season finale of the Napa Auto Parts 500. Boy, going to be an exciting finale at Atlanta, a 50-lap finale. Boy, stay tuned for that race. Keep your eyes peeled for the release of that race, because it's going to be a doozy to close out season 36. And so that said, here, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president on the NNSCRA that Seth Cole desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Star Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other channels that does NNSCRA offline. The channel being XA6753985X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also subscribe to the channel that he and Kyle Matthews do together. That channel being We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, then We the Coasters is the channel for you. And subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also subscribe to this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for a lot of great stuff as well too. So that will do here today at Phoenix International Raceway. Congratulations once again to Joshua Osborne, the winner of the Subway 500, his third win of the season. And for now, this is James Paulson. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of off-fun racing aspects. We'll see you at the season finale of the Napa Auto Parts 500 at Atlanta.